Hey, besties. So I did not order an advent calendar from World of Wool this year. I know, sad face. I hope some of you got them because they're beautiful calendars. But I have all these bins of various fibers and I have some little baggies. I'm going to make my own advent calendar. Now, I'm not going to number the bags. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to just toss them in and randomly pick one out each day, or if I will number them later. But I don't want to know what's in them, right? So I'm just going to fill the bags, toss them around, and go from there. So I'm not sure how much fiber will fit in these. Probably no more than like 25 grams, I think. So that's what I'm going to aim for. I have my scale here. And I am going to, oh, I forgot to grab, I need some pieces of paper so I can write what they are and throw that in the bag too. So, just so I don't give away everything, I'll put you on time lapse and you can watch me pack some bags for my homemade advent calendar. It is only the beginning of November now, so this way I can forget what all I've put in there because I have the memory of a goldfish and I won't remember. And we'll pack up some baggies and make our own advent calendar. If you have fibers at home, you can do the same thing. I mean, why not, right? It's fun. Anyways, let's get started on making an advent calendar. Okay, so I have 6 bags left to pack, and I decided we need to pull out my treasure chest because I haven't even looked at this in years, and I know there's like spectacular fibers in here. These are all my really fancy expensive ones, so we're going to use them in this advent calendar. Well, apparently I started spinning something. Oh, this is the beaver wool blend. Can you see that? There we go. 50-50 beaver and wool. Ooh, that's so soft. Okay, so we got that. We've got camel, and we have mink from World of Wool. Wow, we've got some good fibers in here. So we're going to, because apparently I've started working with the beaver. So when I get to the beaver, I can pull this out and keep working on that if I want. Because I have a little ball of beaver right here. Oh, that is so soft. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so hold on. I gotta move you back. We need 25 grams of beaver. This is so light. Oh, and it's fluffing all over the place. Okay. Still only at 18 grams. There we go. That's about 25 grams there. It's actually 24 grams, but still. Oh. It's very fluffy because the down is so fine. We got a bobbo here too. Did I sit on my tags? I lost my tags. Oh, I put them up here. Okay. So this is beaver and wool. All right, let's wrap this up. So soft and fluffy. Cram this in the bag. We're probably going to lose half our beaver on the bag, but that's all right. We can pick it out later. There we go. Put our tag in. Squish it shut. Now we need 5 more. So next we have camel. It's just a nice brown camel. All right. Let's get some 25 grams of this. It's about right there. So gotta use the nice fibers, right? There we go. Okay. Put this back in the box with our tag so we know what it is. All right, and then we need a tag for the bag. So this is camel. I'm actually having a good time doing this, so hopefully I have just as much fun spinning it. And I will say there are a lot of fibers that are going to be dyed because I collect fibers that I'm going to dye mostly. So there'll be lots of dyeing videos in this advent calendar. And stuff the bag. Stuff. These hold 25 grams quite nicely. So that's basically, that'd be like a quarter of a braid on average. All right, there's another one. So now we have this brown mink top that I got from World of Wool at some point. I don't even remember when. Let's just pull it out. Oh, it's lovely. Okay. This is very light as well. There, that's about 25. All right. Oh, this is so soft. World of Wool is amazing. I wish I lived in the UK so I could buy from them more regularly. All right, so that's the last from our treasure chest of fibers. So we're going to close that back up and lock it. And this is mink. And we need a baggie. And then we're going to wrap this. Oh, here comes a bubble. He's like, what's going on? Do you like the smell of that? Oh, he likes that one. He doesn't normally sniff it. He is absolutely fascinated by that one. So now I know what I have to protect him from. Because if he eats that, he will mess himself up. All right, mink. There we go. So now I need 3 more bags. So we're going to need 1 crazy spin. What I have here are some lights and bells. See, they light up. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little lights and there's little baubles. So they're crafting lights, Ashland crafting lights. I got these in grab bags years ago. So what I want to do with this, we're going to spin over it. But that's not going to fit in a bag. So what I'm going to do is go into my blending fibers. See what I have in here. What's this? Carded fibers. Tadpole. It's Corriedale. That's a fairly long stapled fiber. I think that'll work. So I'm going to get some of this. No, other end. I may need more than 25 grams, but I'm going to start with 25. Right about there. There we go. And then put the tag back in this so I don't forget what it is. And on our little card for identification purposes, we're going to write Corriedale and lights. So we know when we get to this one that we have to grab our lights and we're going to spin over those. I haven't done it in years. Can I still do it? Well, I don't know. We'll find out. It is tricky, but I'm pretty sure I can do it again. And I grab a baggie. Pop that in the baggie. And that's going to be our crazy spin for this year. I'll pop that in there. And pull it tight. All right, so I need 2 more to have a full 24 days. So why don't we just grab some fibers? I like the look of the brown. And then we have some, ooh, some hot pink. Oh, that goes so good with the brown. Let's do that. I have no idea what these fibers are. We're just going to use them. Okay, just a little bit more. And on our notes, we're going to say that we're going to blend these fibers. So I know that the pink is merino. This feels like it might be a Corriedale. It's hard to say, but I think it is. So merino and Corriedale, it doesn't matter. We're just going to blend them together, and that will be that day's. So let's get all of these wrapped together. And then, because I think that's going to make a pretty yarn. I have no idea how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. All right, so we still need one more. 6, 12, 18, yep, one more. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is feathers. So that could be fun. I have some little feathers here. I'm going to use these feathers. They're just cheap crafting feathers that you can get at any craft store. All right, so we're going to use those. Now we need a color that goes with them. And that will be our final little bag. So I did have purples. Here we go. Let's add in those. Oh, that's mohair. That's silk. And this is some Malabrigo Noob. I can tell by the feel. A little bit more. Okay. And there's some more. Oh, another lock. Okay. So that's it. That's our final day along with our feathers. So let's see if we can get this. I don't want to be able to tell what's in the bag, so I'm trying to keep them all kind of smoothed out. All right, that'll be good for wrapping. This day is going to be fun. Probably end up having to put this on the blending board and then add the feathers. Okay. So we got our little bundle of fiber. We're going to pop that in there. And then we're going to go through our feathers and see which ones we like. Ooh, I like the purple ones, but they're pretty stiff. I wonder. Oh, I like that one. That one's really cool. Okay. And that one. And that one. Ooh, look at the color on that one. I want the purples. Ooh, I like this one. And this one. Now these have really stiff shafts on them, so it may take a little bit to be able to actually spin with these, but we'll work with it. Just need a little handful of, ooh. That one's gorgeous. That's definitely going in there. We need the purples. Purples. And then I like the ones with the big eyes on the tips, because that way if we can't use the shaft, we can at least use the tips for color and interest. Oop, I'm dropping them all. And those two. Okay, that's probably more than enough feathers to try to spin into this. So we will shove those in there. Put them in the baggie. And then our tag will be spin with feathers. And there we go. I have just made my own advent calendar. Let me clean up and then we'll decide what to do with the baggies, if we want to put them in a particular order or what we want to do. 1 second. All right, here's what we're going to do. There's my lights. I'm just going to set those to the side. We're going to dump them all in here. I'm going to mix them all up. And then I'm just going to pull them out. And we will number them 1 to 24. Oh, look, there's a plastic bag in there still. All right. I think that's probably mixed good enough. All right, here we go. Day 1. I have a Sharpie. 1. Marked. What's this? This is day 2. Day 3. You can see I have absolutely no idea what I'm grabbing. Day 4. And by then, I'll have forgotten what all I put in here. Day 5. Because I have the memory of a goldfish. Day 6. That's this one back here. This is day 7. 7. Day 8. Day 9. Day 10. Day 11. Day 12. Day 13. Now you can see just the tiniest bit of color through it, but I don't think it's enough to be able to tell what's actually in the bag. And as you can see, I'm not really looking. I'm just grabbing and numbering. Day 14. Day 15. Day 16. 17. Day 18. Day 19. Now we could end up with all of our really nice fibers being right at the beginning of the calendar, but that isn't the point. Day 20. The point is just to be surprised by whatever we grab. Day 21. Day 22. Day 23. Okay, so I ended up with 25 days of Christmas. Okay. I don't know how I miscounted like that, but I did. So we have 25 days of Christmas. All right, now I'm going to put them back in here, but I'm going to put them in order so they'll be easy to find. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, whoops, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we will toss in our lights for whatever day that is. So there we go. My homemade advent calendar. And as we make the yarns, we can throw them back in the bin, keep everything all together so we'll know what we've done. And as I said, a lot of these are bare fibers, so there will be a lot of dyeing. Now, I just need to change the label on this bin so that we will know what it is. Christmas 2025 Advent Calendar. I probably spelled that wrong because there's a place called Calander around here that's spelled the opposite of what the calendar is, and I can never remember which is which. So there we go, guys. 2025 Christmas Advent Calendar made by me. So you'll have to tune in December to find out what we're going to do with all these beautiful fibers. For now, I'm going to finish cleaning up, edit this video and get it up, and I shall see you later. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you're going to tune in to watch all the fun and chaos. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Bye!